What's up, man? Reports that LeBron James is at it again. Now he's not happy in LA. The one reason is they didn't get Anthony Davis. They tried to force New Orleans to trade Anthony Davis. That didn't happen. And now, the target has already been on Luke Walton. Even before the Anthony Davis trade, because Luke Walton was there before Magic, and Rob Pelinka and LeBron James really, you know, got there. So Luke Walton is not Magic Johnson's pick for coach, but he has had a lot of support for Luke Walton. Last year, I remember when LeVar Ball was coming out making all those comments about Luke Walton, Magic Johnson would come out and say Luke Walton is our guy. He's not going anywhere. All of a sudden this year, it's reports that LeBron James and his team is not happy with Luke Walton, and you hear nothing from Magic Johnson. And it's reports that they tried to, fire him, or were thinking about firing him, or had a discussion, but Jeannie Buss stepped in because Jeannie Buss likes Luke Walton, and she chose Luke Walton as coach, and apparently she wants him there. Now this could be a rift, especially if the Lakers don't make the playoffs. Now, if the Lakers don't make the playoffs, they probably end up Jeannie Buss probably end up walking away from Luke Walton. But if she has steadfast and say that she's not going to fire Luke Walton, this can be something. You know what I'm saying? This can be not good. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron James signed a 3-year contract, fourth year player option. So he's there. He's essentially stuck there. You know what I'm saying? So this has to work. Now, would the Lakers make the playoffs? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. I just know that when you have a trade of that magnitude involving a lot of people, you have to know for sure that trade is going to happen. Because when the trade doesn't happen, all those people have to come back to the locker room. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, all these guys, these young guys heard their name in the trade and heard that the Lakers was willing to trade all of them for Anthony Davis. So now when the trade doesn't go through, now it didn't go through because the Lakers did not want it to go through. It didn't go through because the the New Orleans Pelicans did not want it to go through, and those players know that. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson flew out to Philadelphia before they lost to Philadelphia and talked to the team. Now he said that these guys are professionals. They are big boys, and they have to understand that this happens in the NBA. Now, if Magic Johnson was really 100%, on board with his comments, he wouldn't have flew all the way out to the East Coast to talk to those players. If he said that these guys are big boys and they're professionals, they're not babies. But you treated them like babies because you flew all the way out there to talk to them, to have a discussion with them. You know what I'm saying? So the president, Magic Johnson is the president. The president doesn't come out. The president comes out for two reasons when a company, for a company, either to talk about the company's great numbers or damage control. And Magic Johnson was flown out there for damage control. Not Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka's the GM. He should be doing all the talking, all the speaking about personnel and players. Not Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is the president. He's supposed to hire people like the GM and things of that nature, and then step back and let them do their job. But he flew all the way out there and talked to those players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand. Yeah, he's Magic Johnson. Him flying out there talking to the players, it probably come across better, but I don't think it came across better. They lost against the 76ers. They end up losing against Atlanta, who's trying to lose. Atlanta is trying to lose. Atlanta won a high draft pick. You lost that game. And I don't think, now, would they be able to right the ship? Do they have time? They have enough games to right the ship. Would they right the ship? I don't think so. I think the bridge has been burned with these young guys because they know, again, in the summer, their name's going to come up again, and they might very well be traded in the summer. This summer for Anthony Davis, or you know what I'm saying, for another elite player, because they know now that LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, that these guys are not good enough. Good enough at the moment right now to help LeBron James. Y'all are not good enough. We need other pieces around LeBron James, which I'm not, mad at LeBron James and Magic Johnson because LeBron James is an older player. LeBron James cannot wait for Kyle Kuzma for 3 years. Can't wait on another 2 years to see if Brandon Ingram is going to pop. Can't wait on another 2 years to see if Lonzo Mourning is going to pop. I mean, not Lonzo Mourning. Alonzo Ball is going to pop, or Josh Hart, stepping up. He doesn't have that much time. He's 34. Next year, be 35, going on 36. LeBron James is in win now mode. But I told everybody when he went to LA, and I knew that this was a possibility that these young guys was not going to be ready. LeBron James had this interview saying, I know everybody on the team. And when he met with Magic Johnson the day of free agency, Magic Johnson said, hey, I ain't have to say anything. LeBron James was telling me about the whole roster top to bottom. If LeBron, okay, Mr. LeBron, you knew the roster from top to bottom. You knew what you was getting yourself into. I'm pretty sure you did. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron James could have picked any other team that had a veteran team ready to win now. He could have picked any other team. You know what I'm saying? But he picked the Lakers. And we all know why he picked the Lakers. He wanted to be out there in LA. He wanted to be in LA. A lot of his business acumen is out there. He can do business. It's just a car ride away. And he wanted the best of both worlds. He wanted to win. He wants to win, and he wants to do that. Hey, not all the time can you do both. You can't have all of both all the time. I just said that. You know what I'm saying about Antonio Brown situation. You cannot have all of all the time. Sometimes you can. And LeBron James in this instance, he thought it was going to work. It's not going to work with those young guys. You know what I'm saying? What they should have did was start packaging some of those young guys before LeBron James got there and start making roster changes before LeBron James got there, because Brandon Ingram is not going to get no better than what he is, at least not with the Lakers. I know everybody say Russell went on to go to the New Jersey Nets, and now he's an all-star. So maybe Brandon Ingram need to move on. Kyle Kuzma, good, decent player, but I don't think Kyle Kuzma is going to change your life. I think Kyle Kuzma can be a six man on a championship team. He can be a six man. He can't be number one. Definitely can't be number one. Definitely can't be number two. Not a number three, because I look at Jimmy Butler as a number three on the best player, the third best player on the championship team, and Kyle Kuzma is not a Jimmy Butler, at least at this moment in his career. So he's probably like a six man off the bench on a championship winning team. So he's not ready to win right now. So what they should have did was they should have packaged Lonzo Ball, some draft picks, and maybe Josh Hart, and tried to go get Dame Lillard from the Blazers, from Portland. Because him and CJ McCollum, them two dudes ain't gonna win nothing together. They just too much alike. You know what I'm saying? So they should have did that, and then they should have packaged Kyle Kuzma and Brandon Ingram, and they should have traded for Paul George. Paul George was all but ready to go to LA. No, Magic Johnson just thought, we're the Lakers. He's gonna come here and let the man go to OKC and let OKC welcome him into their organization. And Russell Westbrook, he started having a bond with Russell Westbrook, and he ended up staying. Should have traded for the man. You can't assume anything, especially with these athletes. These athletes are kind of fickle sometimes. You can't just assume that man gonna come to y'all team because he was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I don't think the Lakers will be able to recover from this, especially if they make a coaching change. I don't think the coaching change is not. I don't think it's going to help. I think the players mentally are burnt. They're burnt, and they understand that the Lakers do not want them. They're not going to be a part of whatever the Lakers have going on or about to have going on. No, we want to move y'all, and we want to get better players, which I'm not mad or upset over that Magic Johnson is in win mode now, because LeBron James is not 22, 23, 24, 25. That man 35 years old.